Welcome to School Science. I am Jadesh A. Nidvi, 10th Standard Science, second chapter, part 2 video. Today, we are going to discuss about acids, bases and the salts. In that chapter, we are going to discuss about the pH scale. I already uploaded first video. You can watch the first video and then watch second video. I already given the link in the description box, and also on the I button, click on I button, you will get the video link. Welcome to the topic, the pH scale. You are already familiar with the pH scale. pH scale, the 7 pH is, these are the numbers. They are starting from 0 to 14. The 7, the pH number 7 is the neutral number. Then if the pH of the solution becomes the 7, then solution becomes the neutral. Then if we go on moving, if we move on, moving from 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, increases. Then if we move from 8, 9, 10 up to 14, the basic character will increases. I already shown. Then gastric acid, lemon juice, apple juice, tomato juice, black coffee, milk. What is the pH of the milk? You can know the what is the pH of the apple juice, what is the pH of the tomato. You can eat, you can identify. Then listen and then carefully you can understand. Then come to the point. What do all acids and bases have in common? There is a one important questions will arise in our mind. Then hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid. Hydrochloric acid HCl, sulfuric acid H2SO4, nitric acid HNO3. These are the three acids. Among these three acids, what is the common in between these three? What is the common? What is there in common? That is, hydrogen is the common in between these three acids. In the same way, come to the bases. Give me some examples for the bases. Bases are sodium hydroxide NaOH, potassium hydroxide KOH, magnesium hydroxide MgOH twice, calcium hydroxide CaOH twice. These are the four important bases. Among these four, what is common is there in the formula, chemical formula? OH is the common for the bases, H is the common for the acids. Then come to the point. All acids have similar chemical properties. For these similar properties, what is the reason behind this? Because as you know, all acids generate hydrogen, H, gas, hydrogen gas, on reacting with metals. Then acids, when react with the metal, they are generating hydrogen gas. So hydrogen gas seems to be common to all the acids. For example, hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid. If all the acids, when they react with the different metals, that is sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium, aluminum, then they are liberating hydrogen gas. Hydrogen gas liberation is the common for all the acids. Next, come to the point. Next point. When the acids are dissolved in water, they produce H plus ions. Next, third point. In the same way, all bases have similar chemical properties, because when the bases are dissolved in water, they produces OH minus ions. As we know, acids dissolve in water, they produces H plus ions. In the same way, bases when dissolve in water, they produces OH minus ions. These H plus and OH minus, they are common in the acids and the bases respectively. Next point, when acids, bases dissolved in water, it is called a dilution. They form following ions. Then come to the acids and their ions. Number one, acid, hydrochloric acid, HCl. When they are dissolved in water, they produces H plus and Cl minus ions. Next, acid number 2, HNO3. HNO3 is an acid. When dissolved in water, they produces H plus and NO3 minus ions. Third acid, H2SO4. When dissolved in water, they produces H plus, means 2H plus and then SO4 2 minus. They produces ions like this. Fourth acid, CH3COOH, is an acid. Acetic acid is also an acid. CH3COOH, when they dissolve in water, they produces CH3COO minus and then H plus ions. Then come to the bases. Bases number 1, NaOH. When dissolved in water, Na plus and OH minus, they are going to dissociate into their Na plus and OH minus ions. Bases KOH, when dissolved in water, they dissociated into its ions K plus and OH minus ions. We must conclude that when the acids and the bases dissolved in water, they produces their corresponding or respective ions. See, in the formation of ions, there must be one positive ion and there must be one negative ion. For example, hydrochloric acid, HCl, is an acid. When dissolved in water, there is a production of H plus is the positive ion, Cl minus is the negative ion. H plus is the positive ion, we can call it as the cation. Cl minus is the negative ion, we can call it as the anion. Next, we can come to the activity. Acid solution in water conducts electricity. Generally, we know that acids conducts electricity when dissolved in water. Then we have to identify whether acids will conduct electricity or not, and also we have to identify only acids can conduct electricity or other solutions may conduct electricity. We have to identify, we have to judge by using this activity. Next, see what are the apparatus are required here. One is the beaker, 2 iron nails and dilute hydrochloric acid HCl solution, then 1 rubber cork and 1 switch, bulb and 6 volt battery. Then also we must have glucose solution, alcohol solution, alcohol, hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid. Then by using these 4, among these 4, which solution will conduct electricity? We have to identify. Now, by using these all the apparatus, we make a arrangement as shown in the figure. Take a rubber cork and place 2 iron nails. To these iron nails is connected to the one is connected to the negative terminal of the battery, another one is connected to the switch key. And then switch key is again connected to the bulb again connected to the positive terminal of the battery. Now this completes the diagram, circuit diagram, and then also apparatus arrangement is completed. Now first of all, we have to add a dilute hydrochloric acid. We start with the experiment, one solution, that is we have 4 solutions. One is glucose, alcohol, hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid. First we have to take one solution, that is acid, hydrochloric acid, dilute hydrochloric acid HCl solution, then dissolve in water, that will become the dilute solution, and then place it and add in the beaker as shown in the figure. Then switch on the button now. Then We have to observe whether bulb will glow or not. If the bulb will glow, this dilute solution will conduct electricity. Then what is the responsible for this conduction of the electricity? Which is responsible here? I will tell you afterwards. Then HCl will conduct electricity? Yes or no? Okay, keep it in your mind. I will tell you afterwards. Next, take sulfuric acid now. Dilute sulfuric acid. How to make the dilute sulfuric acid? Acid is added to the water. Then now it is the dilute sulfuric acid. Again take the dilute sulfuric acid and add to the beaker. Then again, before it was switched off, now switch on the button slowly. Then observe whether a bulb will glow or not. If the bulb will glow, there is a complete circuit, completion of the circuit. There is a completion of the circuit because of the dilute sulfuric acid. See, you tell me and whether a bulb will glow or not for the dilute sulfuric acid. Okay, keep it in your mind, this also. I will tell you afterwards. Next, come to the point, third trial by using the glucose solution. Again, remove all the solution of dilute sulfuric acid, wash it, and again place apparatus and as shown in the figure, and add glucose solution to this beaker. Now, before it was switched off, now switch on the button. Now current will move, whether the bulb will glow or not. Tell me anyone? Then this also keep it in your mind, I will tell you afterwards. Now last one, fourth trial, that is by using the alcohol. Now wash the beaker and then remove glucose. Then now you add, for the fourth trial, now you add alcohol. Now it was, before it was switched off. Now add the switch. Now observe whether bulb will glow or not. If the bulb will glow, the completion, there is a completion of the electric circuit. If the bulb is not glow, the completion of the electric the circuit is not complete, so there is no passage of electric current. Then I am unable to show all this experiment. It requires some laboratory apparatus, equipments, all those things. Now I will tell you, among the four, hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, glucose and alcohol, as you already know and already judged, which among these four, which solution will conduct electricity and which solution glow the bulb? Yes, you are right. Hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid only they conducts electricity, and in that case only the bulb will glow for only hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid, but bulb will not glow for the glucose and alcohol. Why? Because I will tell you, hydrochloric acid having a ions when dissolved in water, H plus and Cl minus ions. Sulfuric acid also there is a liberation of ions, H plus and SO4 minus, SO4 2 minus, 2H plus and SO4 2 minus ions. These H plus ions are the responsible for the passage of electric current through the solution. That's why in the case of hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid, the bulb will glow. But in the case of glucose and alcohol, they do not conduct electricity. Why? Because when these glucose and alcohol is mixed with the water, they are unable to form a ions. They do not form a ions. If there is no ions, there is no conduction of the electricity, means there is no passage of electric current because there is no ions. Now, then next point, glucose and alcohol solutions do not conduct electricity. Why? They do not have a ions when dissolved in water. Hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid conducts electricity. Why? They have a ions when dissolved in a water. Hydrogen ions are the responsible for flow of electric current, as I told you already. Next, come to the next point. Dilution of acids. What is the dilution of the acids? I already told you already. Now, again, the process of dissolving an acid or a base in water is called dilution. This process is highly exothermic reaction. You are familiar with the keyword exothermic reaction. Exothermic means liberation of heat to the surrounding. Then dilution of acids, you are know the definitions. While diluting acids, the acid must always be added slowly to water. Must always be added slowly to water with constant stirring. Avoid water should not add to acid because it is very dangerous, highly dangerous. We may get some explosions also. Next, dilution is the decrease in concentration of H plus for acid and decrease in concentration of OH minus for base. Then I already told you dilution. Dilution is the addition of water to the acid. Addition of the acid to the water. Dilution, or dilution of the base. Addition of base to the water means mixture of the base and water is called the dilution of the base. Mixture of acid and water is called the dilution of the acids. Next, see here it completes the chapter. I have given some more important questions, application type questions. You watch all the questions, read all the questions, and then collect answer for those questions. I have given already the answer for those questions. You remember and get the knowledge of those questions and answer. These are very important for the point of your examinations. Next, I have given here some multiple choice questions. You read all the questions by pausing this video, then you will get the idea, and then for all the questions you give answer for the all the questions, and then comment answer for all the questions given below. Below you can answer, comment answer for all the questions. You can comment in the below. Number one question is, if the litmus paper color change from blue to red when dipped in given solution, the solution is whether acid, base, salt or neutral. Which one? You choose the one answer. Following is not a base. Option A, NaOH, sodium hydroxide, KOH, potassium hydroxide, NH4OH, ammonium hydroxide, CS3COH. Among these four, which one is the acid? Which one is not a base? Next. Which of the following phenomena occur when a small amount of acid is added to the water? Option A, condensation, neutralization, dilution, salt formation. Sixth question, which of the following indicators turn red in acid solution? Phenolphthalein, litmus, turmeric, methyl orange. You collect answer for all the questions and comment the answer for these questions, then comment, then watch. Thank you for watching.